All right, let's see what you got.
Hey, what's up, guys? I know it's been a minute. I have been so busy at work. Still working on that Acura, just to give you guys a little update. But I'm also been working on my truck because it's getting ready to be a pretty nasty winter here in Missouri. So that being said, I wanted to make sure I went through and did some stuff to my truck before it got too nasty out and too cold, just because my truck doesn't fit in the garage. The Integra does, and I'm still working on it. I actually have a motor and transmission that I'm going to be putting in it. So, but I'll update you guys on that when I have that in my possession. We'll start going through and talking about it some more too. But I will continue to update you guys. I'm sorry, the last about month and a half, man, I have been swamped. But anyways, I know a lot of you guys that watch me, you guys don't just like one particular car. You guys like everything, all the builds, and that's what I want to show you. Even though this is my daily, and then my Integra is my personal little race car that we're going to be building up. I wanted to show you, even the small stuff that I'm going to do on my truck just to make it more usable as a truck. So without further ado, let's show you guys the Silverado. All right, guys, here is my truck. I just got done actually lowering it. When I bought this truck, it came with a 7.5 inch rough country lift kit, and I recently, just yesterday, took the 7.5 inch lift kit off. Here, I mean, you can see it's kind of worn out. These are the front lift blocks that go onto the stock struts, and my stuff was worn out. The rear blocks are just huge, nasty blocks. They don't help the truck ride good at all. So anyways, now the truck has the 5 inch full lift struts in there and 3 inch blocks in the rear. It used to have the spacers in the rear and all that. I'll put a picture of like before and after in this video too, but that way you guys can see it. My truck's not perfect. It's I got a good deal on it. It's got low miles. It's only got 77,000 miles now, and it's on the 20x12 on 35s, which a lot of people say you can't run on a 5 inch lift in the front, but you can. You got to do like the NorCal mod. You can see I've folded that in there, which still needs a little more work. But my truck actually came from Michigan. Come to find out, the last place it was serviced at before I got it was actually in Michigan. So this truck has had its fair share of salt and all that, but I have went through with a needle gun, and I have needle gunned just about the entire frame and everything to get a lot of the scaling and a lot of the old rust off. I've blown it out, and I've coated the frame now, getting it ready for winter. So the 7.5 inch lift rode like shit. I didn't like it. My front axle angle was terrible. I mean, fucking terrible. So yeah, now it's a lot more level. Truck still has a real wide stance in the front, and then normal truck stance in the rear. Like I said, I took those 2 inch spacers out of the rear. They put those on there to like help level them out. when you do the big lifts on them. But so yeah, I've been working on it. Gonna build more like a the Baja pre-runner style truck, 4-wheel drive obviously. So I want to be able to use it every day as my work truck, pull trailers with it, go off-roading if I want, go anywhere I want to go with it. So that's kind of what I'm building it for. Yeah, so a lot of my truck underneath was kind of rusty, and then I started looking at other stuff and I was like, well, let's let's build some stuff for it. So my rear bumper, I took that off. I plan on building one that still has the hitch inside of it, but eventually, man, I would really like to either build fenders for this thing or do the fiberglass fenders. I think that would look really cool. It is just a 1500, so taking a little bit of the weight off isn't gonna hurt, because trying to move these big wheels and tires around takes up a lot of your power. But I have done I literally cut my bumper in half. A lot of people don't like it, but I do. So I wanted to do that. Yeah, my truck was wrecked in the front when I got it, and then right here was all crushed in, and I actually cut it out a long time ago, and then I just left the plastic here, and a lot of people couldn't even tell, but it had definitely been wrecked in the front. You can see here, even on the frame, it peeled it back where it was wrecked. So anyways, yeah, that's my truck. I figure, I make videos on all the other stuff I'm messing with, and this truck I'm starting to finally work on a little bit and make it better. So but yeah, so I still have the Rough Country. It's a 5-inch front diff drop, so that's still on the truck. So it is a true 5-inch lift in the front, and then obviously 3 in the rear. I'm not going for the squat thing. I like it a little bigger in the front. I do want the rear squatted a little bit, but I'm not into the whole South Carolina thing. I mean, that's to each their own, I guess. But I actually want to get rid of these wheels and get the like the 17-inch podium wheels with 37s. So, but these will probably last me through winter at least. The tires are about gone. Truck's real dirty right now. So anyways, I'm making this video because over here I've got my metal. I'm gonna be building my skid plate, so I figured I'd kind of show you guys, like, this is a perfect opportunity while I'm laying this out to build a skid plate, do a little video. So there it is. Right now, honestly, after taking the 7-inch lift off and going with the 5-inch lift struts in the front and then just 3-inch blocks in the rear, man, it rides way better. But so yeah, hopefully you guys like it. I like it. Like I said, it's far from where I want it, but eventually, like a Dirt King or Missoula front would be really cool. But for now, it's baby steps. It's all baby steps. So, but anyways, that's my truck. I will I'll update it when I get the front built. I'll try to get pictures and stuff while I'm going along here, so that way you guys can see, how it's all coming together. But thanks for watching. Hey, I finished up the skid plate and just got the bolts in. Actually, the paint is still dry and it's still a little wet, but I think it came out pretty good. I'll post pictures, or you guys will probably see as this video is rolling along, the pictures of kind of like as I was building it. I need to start trying to video while I'm working. When you're by yourself all the time, you know, that's kind of how it is. Now, if my dad was here, I'm sure he would be all about helping me out, but he's not here today. So, but we finished it up. I like it. It looks cool. So here it is. It actually bolts on. These 4 bolts here. The bars run down to the rough country drop, 5-inch drop for your diff, and I bolted it on there. It's pretty heavy duty. Shouldn't go anywhere. So, but anyways, I'll get some more after I get the truck cleaned up. But yeah, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully you guys like it. If you don't, I don't care. But if you do and you want to, you know, do this to your truck, it's not that hard. I kind of have the pictures of the layout process, and it's just some plate steel with, you know, drilling some holes and finding some 1/2-inch bolts, and you just, as long as you can weld, you should be able to make this happen. But thanks, guys.